Hello everyone, it's Maddie and
Madison.
with Spectrum Art. Welcome to our channel. If you are new here, be sure to read the description box down below to learn a little bit more about us. It is almost Valentine's Day, and so I decided to go ahead and make some Valentine's Day clusters. And these are either clusters, embellishments, pockets, very versatile, right? Many different uses for these. So, for example, because of the fact that these are actually a playing card, a regular playing card, these are what's considered an altered playing card. So those are used for exchanges, and there's all kinds of websites and stuff like that and groups that you can actually participate in. So it's just a regular playing card. Of course, because they measure 2.5 by 3.5, they can also be used as ATCs, and ATC stands for artist trading cards. Also, because again, they are that size, they can also be used in pocket letters. So if you're not familiar with any of these terminologies, by all means, there's tons of videos out there. We do have some videos also in our channel that you can check out. But pocket letters are just basically those plastic sheets of playing cards, you know, like the size of a regular page for a binder, and people use them to put sports cards like baseball cards and stuff. But in Pokemon cards. But in the crafting world, they are used to make really beautiful gifts and exchanges, and they're called pocket letters. Of course, they're just plain embellishments. So if you have, let me think, do I have anything handy? If you had a journal or a book, or here's a piece of paper, a card maybe that you're working on, right? Or a signature page inside of a journal, you could use these as embellishments or even pockets, because you can glue down 3 sides and then in essence turn them into pockets, right? Okay. So what else could they be used for? Again, because of the size that they are, they can be used in a zine. If you're not familiar with what a zine is, we also have a video in our channel where we actually put together and showed some zines. Tags, of course, again, the size. Here's a beat up tag. This is just one of the ones that I use as a template, but they could fit beautifully on a tag. And then again, you can glue 3 sides and still have it become a pocket, right? Or you can actually just glue all sides and just embellish the rest of the tag in the back. And finally, of course, a card. If you wanted to do again, a card, a piece of paper. Yeah, that's right. You know, you were making a card for a friend or for someone, you know, you cut it the right size, then you basically have a really beautiful embellishment to use in a card. You can also use them in your books. You can embellish the front of a book. You can use them on the inside, you know, again, as pockets or even as bookmarks if you wanted to. But let me go ahead and show you these up front. So now that you understand the many different versatile uses, and that's just some, I'm sure you guys can probably think of some more that I haven't thought of. But let me show you what these basically are and how it all started. I'm going to go ahead and describe to you the process, and then I'll show you what they turned out to be. So the first thing that we did was we were actually live on KATERI'S channel, and I'll link that video below in case you guys want to check out how it kind of all started in the thought process. But what we did was we grabbed a plain playing card, right, and we went ahead and sanded them down lightly, and then we went ahead and cleaned off the dust and we wiped them. Then we went ahead and tattered the edges, and we used the Tim Holtz distressing tool, but you could do that just with the edge of a scissor, right? You could just tatter them that way. We went ahead and gessoed them. We use oxides on the backgrounds. Oh, actually, I could show you right here. Hello, I have one that's in progress. So we went ahead and gessoed it. We went ahead and used oxides. Then we went ahead and used a stencil and acrylic paint to do the brown. And then we went around and did archival permanent black ink to, you know, roughen up the edges and give it that soot looking look. So that was it for the base. So yes, all those steps just to go ahead and get the base. Then after that, we went ahead and we had gone through and picked out some ephemera. We went through and picked out some, you know, again, we're going Valentine's Day, or we're thinking within that color pattern, love, we should say. So we went ahead and went through and picked out some reds, anything that had hearts, you know, again, those really rich yellow and red colors. And we picked out what we wanted. We also went ahead and used, and this is from our own ephemera stash. We went ahead and used some of the Tim Holtz layers. And it's a really big, nice pack. And we pulled some of those out of there that we thought would go really well. We also had a bag of these little tiny tickets. This is the last red one I think that I have left. I mean, we have a bag, but I don't think there might be a few more reds in there. We pulled those and figured those would look really cute with that. What else did we did? We went through and found some hearts that we liked, and we really liked that black because it brought out the black on the cards and some of the edges and some of the elements. And I think that was it. Oh, then since I wanted to create some kind of a really cute pocket for these, I went ahead and made a pocket from scratch. And let me show you what they look like. I used a template and cut out these little template, and then it looks like this, and then this goes that way, right? And then that became our pocket right there once it's glued down. And of course we went ahead and went around all of the pieces and we distressed them. So everything was either inked or distressed, or both actually, just to make sure that it had a really nice pop of color, especially the envelopes. You can tell the difference between the way that it started and the way that it ended it, right? Ended it? That's not even a word, ended. So again, this is what we started with. Then we went ahead and distressed it and then edged it with black. I did use a punch prior to sealing it. So kind of like this, just eyeballing it, right? Of course, I could have flipped it over. That would have been easier, right? To show you guys. There we go. And then it was like that. And then went around and distressed the edges and ended up with this. And this became our little pocket. All right, what else did we do? What else did I do? Oh, I went ahead and, so here we have our base, right? We have our pocket. It started like this. Then we went through and picked out our ephemera. And there we have it. And our little ticket. Then I used this really dainty, tiny little lace. Look how pretty that is. And I placed that on the bottom of the card to soften it up a little bit. And then we use this really big, fat, chunky one. And I cut it, and that's what is being used in the back, again, to bring out that black. What else did we do? Then we added the heart bling, which I mentioned in the corner, so this one's missing. So these are the elements that we went ahead and used to get from this point to this, right? Last but not least, if you notice in the pocket, there's like a little doily. And what I did was, I thought it was so cute to kind of have a little hidden spot, if you will, to do a little Valentine's Day, right? To say to you from me, I love you, or thank you for your friendship. And so what I did was, it's this little thing that looks like a little hanky doily sticking out, but if you actually pull it and you open it, guess what? We have our heart, right? With our secret message. And again, it can be folded and put back in that pocket. So those just give it that little extra little something there, you know, in the pockets, and they look absolutely cute. Okay, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do is put this one together, and then that way you kind of can see the thought process behind them. But I'm not gonna glue it all down because I know that takes a while. So I'll just kind of show you how we work that out. Let me move these up. Can you guys see? Hopefully I'm in frame. Yes, I think so. Okay, so again, the first thing I did was I took my little heart here And I kind of looked at the hearts here as a gauge as to how far I wanted it to fold, or the width. And I kind of went with the second heart, so the middle, and then 2 more. And again, you guys might have something different. You might want to add just a little piece of ephemera like these right in there. Oh, you can add both. But these we actually got from, I believe, Michael's. Yes, direct collections from Michael's. And they come in a pack of 24. Whether they still have those or not, I'm not sure, but they always carry, you know, seasonal stuff like that. And then I just went high enough to make sure that the doily was free and clear as far as showing those little hearts up at the top. And it just worked out so cute because the hearts are at the top, right? And they're facing right side up now. So there's a little pocket with our little doily, right? And we can decide if we wanted to peek out some more. I took this and I cut it in half because I didn't want to just use it because I wanted to make sure that I went ahead and angled it right. And then I went ahead and played, you know, with the placement. And you can use lace, you can use fabric, you can use fibers, you can use, oh my goodness, washi tape, anything you like, right? Anything you have can be used to go ahead and embellish these. And well, let's see if we're going to do the flower there. I do like it when they peek out a little bit like that. Then if we do our pocket here, we can insert our clock somewhere back here. Look how cute that clock is. It's got some pears. It's got the Eiffel Tower on there. And I do want that heart to show. If you notice, I try to make sure it kind of did that on almost all of them, at least partially peeking through, because again, we're going with that whole heart theme, right? That whole I love you. Something like that. We can put this one maybe on this side like this, and then our ticket over here. And then looking at it, I know that there's plenty of black up here. I've got, and I'm going to tuck that in a little bit more, but I'm just showing you how my process works as far as placement. I know I've got plenty here, but I've got none here. So I probably want to come somewhere around here with a little bit of lace, something along those lines. Make sense? So I'm going to go ahead and put this one together, and then we will be back and I will bring them up close for you guys to take a look at what they look like. Okay, be right back. Okay, and just like that, we are done. It's still wet, it's still tacky, but you can see the placement. And again, let me try and make sure that I bring these up close, and you can see our little flower, our made folder, our ticket, our Tim Holtz ephemera in the back. We've got our lace peeking out, and then of course more black here, our black heart, our black border to tie it in, and some lace to soften it. Let me go ahead and show you each and every one of them. And of course we'll have the pictures. But we hope you have enjoyed these, and we hope that you will give them a try, because everyone can craft, and all you need for these is some playing cards, which you can buy, what is it, 52 up to a pack at the dollar store, some stickers, some cutout ephemera or images, or ephemera packs, some paints, you know, and again, just either whether you want to use lace or fabric strips or washi tape, whatever you'd like. But it is really that simple, and just in a matter of a few, I think we've spent like maybe 2-3 hours, and that included of course searching for the images and gessoing and painting and all that. We've got 2, 4, 6 beautiful embellishments that we can go ahead and turn into many different things. Thank you so much, everyone, and we will see you guys soon. Bye.